Three Corners is just your average small town, standing on the banks of a flood-prone river with a large pub anchoring the village at a once famous three-way intersection. Now it's simply convenient, as people chase the country dream, the country lifestyle, just not the unceasing agricultural workload. Population 2,000-ish. But like all small towns, scratch the surface and you'll be surprised at what you find underneath. In that sense, Three Corners is really no different to any other small town I know, except perhaps for some of the characters you might meet. A beautiful blue. He shed his tears in private. He held it all together until he was alone. And then the heart-wrenching void that sat so heavily in his chest filled slowly with the salt water from his eyes. Every place held memories. Every part of the home, the garden, the street and the town. And it was hard. He was from the generation where you didn't speak of loss or grief. He was from a bygone era, and some days he felt the distance more than others. His friends are the same. A clap on the shoulder is the acknowledgement he needs, just to keep going. No words, but it doesn't mean the hurt is any less. Everyone said it would get less as the days and weeks pass. But what they really mean is that you learn to bear it better. It doesn't go away. Instead, he tries to take joy in the little things he notices. The first daffodils and snowdrops in spring. The way one house in the street flowers early, much to the chagrin of the gardeners in all the others. The crisp nights where the stars seem to shine so brightly. Birdsong at dawn when he can't sleep. The small one-off sake cup a friend gifted to him for giggles when he was young and now holds just enough of the top shelf whiskey to warm on a cold night. A pile of journals with ideas scribbled, a history of conversations and observations. His favourite pen. Photos on the fridge that speak of happy moments captured forever. He counts his blessings, not his troubles, just like the song says. He logs out of social media and decides to join a men's shed. If he stays away from the highly opinionated, he thinks he'll do okay. Some want you to talk things through. He doesn't want to, and he appreciates the silence of those who don't need to know, but still understand. Gradually, he learns to bear it better. Working with the grain, the joy of having something finished, something that will give pleasure to someone else. He has no need to keep what he makes. It's something to do with his hands and it helps quiet his mind. He's listening to the birdsong one morning, with dawn slowly slipping over the mountains and down into the valley. It's early, very early, and he hears a car pull up. The motor stays running while doors open and close, and then it revs up the street on its way again. At first, he doesn't think twice about it. Someone getting a lift to work or a delivery. But it's not until he heads out to the veranda with his morning coffee that he hears the crying. It's not human crying, but it hurts to listen to all the same. It feels close, but he can't see anything. And it keeps going and hammers at his chest until it becomes unbearable and the coffee sits cooling on the table as he makes his way down the path, through the hedge and into the front of the garden. There, just on the inside of his gate, is a small, round and very young blue heeler that's caught itself up on its lead tied to the mailbox. There's a small black patch over its right eye, and when it sees him, the crying stops. It starts wriggling, tail thumping as he draws closer. Looking up and down the street, there's no one around. Just a small grocery bag next to the dog with food, a blanket, and an envelope with the word please written across the front. Inside, an incredibly short and apologetic note. Please look after our Blue. We can't anymore and he deserves a good home. He knows sit and stay and he's very friendly. We're so sorry. Thank you. Gently, he untangles the lead and after a few tugs, the dog trots beside him back up the path and onto the veranda. He fishes the blanket out and arranges it by the base of the table and sits down looking at the dog as it scruffs the rug this way and that, dragging it a little closer to his feet. By the time he takes his first sip of cold coffee, the little Blue has fallen asleep, his head cushioned by slippers. Sip by sip. Slowly, drip by drip. A snuffle. A smile. Then his saltwater heart shatters in the warm exhalation of Blue's slumbering breath. Today's episode of Three Corners was produced by our maestro,
Postie,
and featured the spotlight tones of Jack. For more stories, head to talesfromthreecorners.com.au or subscribe to wherever you listen to your favourite podcasts.